everyone, welcome. My name's Charlie, and for today, we are going to be playing 100% of Papa's Sushiria. Having already perfected Freezeria and Scooperia in my ultimate journey to 100% every single Papa's game, I felt like it was time to take on our first non-dessert franchise. And apparently Sushiria is one of the hardest Papa's games there is, which explains why half of you voted for it. Thank you for that. Now, to achieve 100% in Papa's Sushiria, we'd have to serve all 106 customers, master all 7 minigames, and, of course, unlock every ingredient, special, and all 90 sticker achievements. And it wouldn't be 100% without at least one perfect service day, too. This was an absolutely wild ride, so if you enjoy, definitely consider subscribing. As usual, the button lights up. Subscribe! And as usual, comment below and let me know which Papa's game you'd like to see next, and I'll do whichever one is the most popular. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. Bighead Charlie was back with a head bigger than ever before, and so we began our journey. Bighead Charlie's unlucky day! As it turns out, we'd won a pre-opening tour of Papa's Sushiria. With my hand still a different color, I don't know how this carried over from Scooperia, Papa gave me the grand tour, showing me around the kitchen with the sushi making equipment and leaving me with a bubble tea. Oh, property damage. I returned to the Sushiria on opening day to find Papa upset and the store making absolutely no money. Was it possible that the lucky cat I broke had doomed the future of this restaurant? Honestly, I probably shouldn't have brought that up because it gave Papa a great idea. Here, take the keys. I'm gonna go, get out of here. You run the shop. While Papa headed out to buy another lucky cat, I was left to run the shop alone with, you guessed it, absolutely no training whatsoever. And our first customer was none other than Hacky Zach. What is that? Oh, what is all this nonsense? Oh gosh. Once the rice was finished, I laid it onto a sheet of nori and then added some sashimi and cream cheese fillings. I've gotta say, I think Papa is a little too trusting to let me handle raw fish with no food safety training at all. But once the sushi was rolled up, it was time for the toppings. The sauce could have gone better, I'll admit. What? I move it? Gosh. We're learning. It's called on-site training, okay? After 2 rodeos in the Ria, I can confidently say that's kind of Papa's thing. I cut my horrible sushi roll-up into 8 perfectly even pieces and finished the order off with a strawberry mango bubble tea. That's not bad. That's not actually that bad. Hacky Zach and I, we have an understanding. And that was apparently all the training we'd be given, so it was time to take on our first order on our own. Bruna Romano asked for a roll with brown rice, but wanted it to be flipped so that the rice was on the outside. This would prove to be a very frustrating mechanic down the line, let me tell you. With some horrible filling placement, sesame seeds, and a much improved sauce squeeze, we had prepared our first proper sushi roll. And after nearly throwing it in the trash, I served it up to Bruna Romano, getting another 97. This is gonna kill me, I think. This is really hard. I was feeling pretty daunted by the road to 100% that lay before us, but I pushed these thoughts aside as we played our first Foodini minigame. Home Run Derby? I've done this one, right? No, I'm the hitter! Oh no, I'm a pitcher. Oh, just kidding. I do both. Having cemented my position as a two-way player, I checked out the shop and used my measly tips to buy the place a doorbell. $5, you'd think Papa could get it himself, but no. Also decorating the lobby with my winnings from Home Run Derby. It wasn't much. Decorating is definitely a strong word, but I was hoping things would improve soon. We'll be fine. Grammy! See, that is a good omen. Honestly, it was so nice to see our dearest Grammy this early on. With this being the second Papa's job in a row I was just tossed into without my consent, a friendly face meant a lot. I added lobster, our newest ingredient on the menu, to Grammy's roll and learned that I could space ingredients perfectly if I paid careful attention to when they stopped glowing. With another portion of shellfish and a scrappy layer of wasabi sauce, I was quickly getting overwhelmed. And then we have to cut it. There's so many steps. I thought Scooperia was bad. There were 3 orders pending as I finished Grammy's meal and served it off, but I did get a perfect score on the build station, which showed me that the sauce didn't need to be totally perfect. A huge relief. But progress was still very slow. And Aurora, thank you so much. Oh, for the super chat. I didn't even mean to do that. I felt totally out of my depth and needed to refine my technique, so I decided to experiment with squeezing the ginger miso sauce for Yui's order vertically instead of in a zigzag pattern. It didn't go super well, but it's worth a shot. When I finally served off our closer Emlet's order, I received a dismal 55 points, probably the worst score I've ever gotten. It was mostly due to a long wait time, which I found was a common issue across the board. I mean, what can you expect with a lobby like this? But despite such a disappointing end to day day 2, we had managed to reach rank 2 lobster lover. You know me. And the entertainment for that evening was none other than Rico's Chili Works. Plumbing chili has become kind of comforting in a way. Through all my trials and tribulations, from my first job at the Freezeria on Calypso Island to getting robbed in the Big Onion during my time at the Scooperia, Chili Works has always been there for me. To address our wait time issue, I slapped up a couple posters in the lobby and then began our 3rd day by adding yum yum sauce to the menu. And soon into the shift, Yui walked in with a golden envelope which contained our very first special recipe. Good to know the vertical sauce didn't completely scare her off. I carefully prepared Yui's order, botching the cucumbers yet again while simultaneously finishing Hugo's order and starting Hacky Zack. This game is genuinely a multitasking nightmare, but thankfully Yui's avocado cucumber roll was good enough to earn our first special, the California roll. With that accomplished, I continued experimenting with different sauce slinging strategies, which didn't go super well. That looked way better in my head. I'm gonna abandon the drizzle idea and just try and do it on the roll. Oh, nothing works. But still, we finished the day with a 94% service quality score and a promotion to Yum Yum Master. Papa's Raceway. I love Papa's Raceway. The car game's so loud. What? I hate this freaking game. I hate this freaking game. My sauce troubles and horrible performance in the latest minigame were really getting me down, so I started looking through our sticker achievements to see which one we could tackle first. So I think I'm gonna start with serving the first order last because I'm bad anyway. And our unlucky winner was Zoe. While I busied myself not doing Zoe's order, I looked to my chat for tips on improving my sushi making. When I looked up tips, it said to place the first filling at the very front and then at the very back and then fill the middle. Oh, that's a good idea. I tried this technique on Bruna's veggie roll and it kind of worked. Totally forgot to flip the roll, but I redeemed myself with the sauce and got a decent score. There were just so many things to remember. It was actually starting to hurt my head. Yeah, I've heard this is the hardest Papa's game. I see why. Despite the stress, I was still getting pretty consistent 100% scores on the cook and build stations, even if ingredient placement was slightly off. So it really seemed like getting our perfect service quality day would come down to time management. That and the sauce, but that's an issue for future Charlie. At last, though, we'd reached the first and final customer for the day, Zoe. I finished this abomination of a sushi roll, and suffice to say, Zoe was not pleased. We did get the sticker though, so that's all that matters. That evening, I took on another minigame I'd never played before, that being Freeze Putt, an ice cream sandwich themed mini golf course. And for my first time, I didn't do too bad. Nice birdie. I thought that said baddie. I was like, you know it. Now, looking over the kitchen upgrades, there were a lot of things to buy. Boosters to increase rice cooking speed, alarms to indicate when the rice was done, a $250 milk auto pour for the bubble tea, and a cutting guide, which everyone told me was useless. Seeing as there were like 16 different steps for each order in this game, the upgrades felt like they mattered way more than ever before. At least they will when I can actually afford them. In an effort to do so, I changed the special to the California roll to earn 1.5 times tips and was greeted with the best surprise early the next morning. It's Benny time, baby! We were hiring a new employee, and as is tradition in this series, we'd be bringing Bighead Benny on board. With that signature pink comb over, the beard, and, of course, the big head, we were now officially back in business. And with our main man Benny back on the roster, we welcomed Olivia to the restaurant. But things only got better, because as the rice cooked for her sushi, I was given a fantastic tip. You can make the bubble tea while the stuff is cooking in the beginning? Are you kidding? I prepared Olivia's bubble tea and then got to work on her sushi, but on the whole, this tip didn't help us out that much. It was just a terrible day. Didn't flip Yui's roll, burnt the rice, Wally's rice was undercooked, and Dino's order was a total disaster. After such a trying day, it was nice to blow off some steam with a classic minigame, Soda Shot. Having hit many baddies, I turned over a new leaf and began the next day by welcoming Joy, my arch nemesis in Scooperia, for those who don't know, but we're turning over a new leaf too. Lots of leaves around here, and they're all being turned. We also added the Momoiro soy paper to the menu. I'm so curious now what like the holiday ones will be, because I feel like the other ones it's like, oh, it's the luau, let's have like tropical fruits and stuff. But how do you do like holiday things for sushi? Great question, Past Charlie, and unfortunately you will find out the answer soon enough. In honor of our fresh start, I made Joy's order the best one one yet, and directly after was rewarded for my kindness. Joy, I love you though. And another special from Hugo. I feel motivated by the fact that I'm doing less garbage. With the newly added Philly roll special from Hugo and a 97% service quality score for the day, I took on yet another minigame I'd never played. Hallway Hunt. Where is Dino? What? Right there. This is such a funny little game. Okay. That was 0 to 100. Oh my gosh. I see why this is difficult now. Somehow, I managed to win the 2 remaining rounds and celebrated by investing all my tips into our first rice alarm. And lucky enough, the next day just so happened to be payday. $170. I'm gonna buy a timer with that, baby. The rice alarm turned out to be absolutely busted. It would go off when I needed to add vinegar and when the rice was done cooking. A new timer for the rice cooker was definitely a nifty upgrade, but I guarantee you it's not as great as the upgrade I made to my wrist. I got a new watch. Holskern, the sponsor of today's video, was kind enough to send me the Ida in walnut and marble, and it is far better than Papa's dumb sushi square alarm in many ways. First off, the Sushiria rice timer can only track the progress of a single portion of rice, but Ida can track the time on anything. The Sushiria rice timer looks tacky and gross. Ida here is beautiful and elegant. Not only that, but the natural materials in the watch are sustainably sourced, certified by the Forest Stewardship Council, and truly one of a kind since the wood grain is different in every watch. Papa's rice timers are none of those things, probably. But there's more to Holskern than just cool watches. I also picked up this beautiful bracelet with white nacre and a pearl necklace, which I absolutely love. Holskern's pieces feature all sorts of natural materials, from wood and gemstones to leaves and peacock feathers. Not only is their stuff higher quality and longer lasting, but I really love that they care about where their materials come from. And for a limited time only, they're having their biggest sale of the year with up to 30% off if you click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. It is genuinely the perfect opportunity to get something special and high quality for yourself or somebody else for the holidays. They also offer free express shipping worldwide, which means your picks will be right at your door within 2 to 5 business days. A massive thank you to Holskern for sponsoring this video. I really do love their products. Like, I'm kind of obsessed with this pearl necklace. I will be so real. And with that, let's get back to making sushi. This helped out immensely with my time management and almost led us to victory with our first perfect order. The only thing wrong? I was a single dot off the star for the mango tapioca, and it cost me 5% at the tea station. 5 whole percentage points. I mean, that definitely wasn't the only mistake I made that day though, so it was kind of whatever. I didn't flip it. Oh my god. Although I kept forgetting to flip the sushi, Zoe was still pleased with me, and I ended up earning a sticker achievement for getting 3 stars on the day's special. And despite the seemingly endless failures, we had still ranked up to a Momoiro hero. I don't know why I'm so excited. It's the little things in this game. Mitch's mess. That's a big win. Not only was this the same minigame I'd grown to love when running the Scooperia, but the mess layout was completely identical. He may be a messy man, but Mitch is also consistent. I won all 3 rounds and then added this new tree to the lobby before purchasing the second rice alarm and our first cook booster. 2 huge investments that would definitely improve our quality of life for the second week in the Sushiria. And with that, we welcomed the Cherry Blossom Festival. To celebrate the new holiday, we added both unagi and Naruto maki to the menu, which I do not particularly love. That makes my timbers shiver. I hate that. Honestly though, it was a pretty great day. I got my very first 100% order from Bruno Romano, who also became our first Bronze Star customer. And shortly after, I got our next sticker for earning an 100% cook score on 20 orders. But as I celebrated these little wins, I saw him. It's Jojo. For those who don't know, Jojo is the food critic that visits all the Papa's franchises, and if you make his order well, you can earn a blue ribbon, which boost your tips for the following 3 days. Seeing as I wanted to get more kitchen upgrades ASAP, I needed to get in Jojo's good graces. I placed his sushi fillings with the utmost care and sliced his sushi roll with the precision of a neurosurgeon. With a perfect bubble tea, it was time for Jojo's judgment, and we had earned a near perfect score, and overall got a 99% service quality score for the day. As the Cherry Blossom Festival continued, we got more festive ingredients such as the shiroi soy paper and sweet sakura sauce. The tip boosting blue ribbon was in effect as well, which was great to see, but as I took Mandy's order, I began to have serious doubts about the efficiency of our restaurant operations. Why were we making just enough rice for each individual sushi roll? It is called Sushi Square, which sounds deceptively like an as seen on TV product. Somehow, I made these impractical appliances work though, and managed to earn the sticker for serving 20 perfect bubble tea orders. But later that day, oh, Grammy with the special. I started to get really disoriented disoriented with the different orders and ended up making Gremmy this disgusting all cream cheese sushi roll on accident. Where am I? Oh, okay. Here. I mixed up my orders. Oh. This is just the worst day. And that was Gremmy's order, and that's the special. I remade Gremmy's order from scratch, slicing that thing as fast as I could. But by that point, he'd been waiting for far too long. Gremmy, please give me the special still. Remy, you're greedy. You're kidding. That was the first time in my entire Papa's career that I missed a special, and it did not feel good. At the very least, I managed to 5-star the California roll special, earning another sticker, but I was feeling a bit down. I'm just saying sometimes failure is okay, because it makes you grow or something? Having uttered such inspiring words, I began our 10th day with a new special on the board, a fresh blue carpet, and a renewed sense of confidence. I'm so locked in today. I'm actually not kidding. Please don't give me a bad waiting score because I'm new and I'm stressed. I'm losing my mind. The Sushiria was starting to wear on me. Between the 99s for my seemingly perfect rolls, my inability to keep up with orders, and just a lot to do all the time, my brain was starting to fry. But I persisted on, encouraged by the addition of wakame to the menu, the last of the Cherry Blossom Festival toppings. This seaweed was featured prominently on Austin's roll, and for it, we received our next special, the orange roll. As we reached the end of our second week, I used our paycheck to purchase our most expensive kitchen upgrade yet, the milk auto pour. Oh my gosh, that's so helpful. After earning the unagi maki special and securing our second blue ribbon from JoJo, it felt like things were looking up, but I had no idea how immensely wrong I was. And it really only hit me when we began our next holiday, Cinco de Mayo. Chorizo on sushi? Obviously, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum, but jalapenos, chorizo, cream cheese, and more chorizo in sushi was not really something I could get behind. And it would only get worse. In protest of these heretical sushi ingredients, I decided to tackle the wasteful sticker achievement, which required me to throw away 5 fully sliced sushi rolls. Yay! Sorry for the wait, Wally. I was really busy making food waste. But somehow, this terrible performance was good enough to rank me up to a chorizo champ, which, full disclosure, I did not want to be. This is Sushi Game. I turned all my attention toward our next sticker achievement to collect 250 coins in Papa's Raceway. And seeing as that was today's minigame, this was a great opportunity to make some progress. We gotta collect as many coins as possible. Don't you dare! Y'all are rude. Stop! 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 Despite my upset about the holiday ingredients, I changed up the lobby design for Cinco de Mayo using the furniture I had on hand. And honestly, there's no better way to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire, or just Mexican culture and cuisine for that matter, than to add tortillas and nacho cheese to the sushi menu. I can't tell if this is more offensive to Japanese food or Mexican food. I think the answer is just yes. Okay, there's the tortilla sushi roll. What? With crab? What kind of establishment? 98! You're the one that ordered it. You ordered the nacho cheese. I got the lava lobster special from Connor, but at what cost? I was actually streaming this on YouTube. You should definitely stop by and hang out. It's a ton of fun. And even the YouTube AI knew this was wrong.
Viewers are reacting with disbelief and disgust at a bizarre sushi burrito fusion dish being prepared on stream. Some viewers are wondering why the streamer is putting raw fish, nacho cheese, and other unconventional ingredients in a sushi roll.
Look, I didn't want to do this, but somehow Cinco de Mayo, which is usually just the one day, never seemed to end, and the addition of the chipotle cheddar didn't make it any better. I don't like where I work right now. The customer is not always right. What are these orders? That's so fair. I don't know. I'm scared, and I'm having trouble keeping up with them because they're so vile. At this point, my chat and I needed Cinco de Mayo to be over, so I just stopped trying. And with a gigantic sip from my very large tea jar, I received the devastating news that I'd been promoted to rank 13. Nacho fan, I'm not. These were dark times, but I tried to hold on to any last shred of hope by changing the special to the unagi maki for double tips and investing in a new upgrade. We're gonna buy the cutting guide. I know. Allegedly, it's not useful, but I just really am so curious. And you guys were right. The cutting guide sucks. The knife shadow is way more useful. Maybe if we decorated for Cinco de Mayo, we'd hate it less. We can get a mango gum. Maybe that's all I needed, you know? We can do a little redecorating. exciting. Maybe that's what we needed. Just a little change of pace. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. We're gonna kill this day. I don't know if it was the game or the holiday or just this day, but I was actively getting very stressed. What? How am I behind? I was just in control. And then I snapped. I just gave up. A little bit of yuzu. Oh, what a color. Hello. Yummy. When does Cinco de Mayo end? Solo, dude, what? It wasn't cooked. Pick that up with Papa. I was spiraling. I don't like who I am when I'm Nacho fan. But that evening was Mitch's mess. And this was our chance to get the cookie clickin' sticker for clicking on 3 different cookies. Yay! New sticker. It gets me inside, you know? Although I was suffering, the holiday wouldn't end unless I ranked up, so unfortunately, trying was required. At the end of day 22, I ranked up to Horchata Champ, which was a huge relief, and celebrated with the purchase of the special sign. With how horrible the sushi was turning out these days, I decided to instead put my energy into getting more of the minigame stickers. And next up was the Stubborn Plumber achievement for clicking 20 different red pipes in Rico's Chili Works. That doesn't leave a lot of time for actual plumbing, I'll be honest. I got into the groove of quickly tapping the red pipes before solving the puzzle, but 3 rounds of Chili Works wasn't enough to get 20 of them. So I continued to brave Cinco de Mayo and tried to retain my last bit of sanity. At the very least, Rhonda came in with a special, which gave me something to work towards. Oh, Rhonda, thank you. Mom, I almost said Mommy Manga. With another day behind us, it was time to hit the road for Papa's Raceway, and like last time, I prioritized coins until I eventually reached the 250 needed for the sticker. But we still hadn't reached enough points to rank up and move on to the next holiday. Oh, no! Free me! To distract myself, I decided today was the day to take on the 2 dining in stickers, which entailed switching a customer's sushi and bubble tea order with that of their friends. And this time around, we were serving Kingsley and Maggie. I will say, Maggie's preferred meal, composed of white rice on a tortilla with jalapenos and cream cheese, is basically a burrito. But nevertheless, it still earned us both of the stickers and brought us to rank 16. Would this end the purgatory that was Cinco de Mayo? No. No, it would not. But I was able to purchase the final Bake Booster upgrade, which meant we'd officially upgraded the entire kitchen. As the cherry on top, we also earned the sticker for serving 100 customers while wearing a festive outfit. Summer Luau. We're free! We got pineapple. Ooh, wait. This is sushi game. I just, can't take it any longer. It was at this point that I realized leaving Cinco de Mayo wouldn't solve all my problems. I needed to make my own happiness and find inner comfort in any way that I could. This started by fixing my very ugly lobby and adding a bunch of random stuff to increase our freshness. There, that looks better, right? No, it's okay. You don't have to lie. This strategy seemed to be working out for me though, and with our 4th paycheck in hand, as well as another sticker, I began the next day. We started off strong with a perfect score from our newest customer, Gino Romano. But the devastating thing was that other than this terrible score from Chester, we had a genuinely perfect day with 100s across the board. Chester is banned for life. Yeah, Chester, top of the hate list. And whoever invented the like cheese tortilla sushi, they can be on it too. And I don't know what it was, but following that fumble, I started having a very serious sauce crisis. Adjusting to the emulator lag was one thing, but it was also the technique. I was doubting the trusty zigzag. So I tried out a more rapid drizzle technique. I don't know if I ever want to do that again. That didn't go well. Yet somehow that earned us an 100%. It was starting to feel entirely random. I think my first mistake was thinking there was any logic to the grading at all. Later that day, I headed to the batter's box for some home run derby, earning my first star medal in any minigame, as well as a sticker achievement in the process. Despite all that I'd learned, I was determined to dedicate day 30 to honing my sauce craft, so I tested out the rapid zigzag again on Shannon. We'll see how that turns out. The rapid zigzag works. I don't make the rules. It's ugly. It looks really bad and kind of inedible, but it gets you the 100. So I'm gonna start doing that. A special. I thought I'd cracked it, but then it didn't work out so well for Alberto, so I was back to being confused. With the yummy onion special unlocked, I next tried a variation of the drizzle technique, which turned out to be far from perfect enough for our dearest Hacky Zack. As a test though, I did the exact same thing for Connor, like same order, same sauce strat. Honestly, it probably looked worse. And and that one was an 100. None of this made any sense to me. I took a bit of a brain break, and with all the summer luau toppings unlocked, I served Robbie a lava lobster special, earning a sticker for 30 perfect orders, as well as the Robbie lobster sticker. In other news, on day 33, we added tempura crunch to the menu, which was so refreshing, and it really shouldn't be. You love to see an actual sushi ingredient in the sushi restaurant, am I right? Probably shouldn't be singing its praises quite yet, though, because it was a bit difficult to sprinkle onto the roll, and even a single flake of tempura was enough to seal your fate. The one flake. The one flake? Kahuna. With another sticker earned for not spending money in the shop and the lobby freshly decorated, we had made it to the start of our next holiday, the Starlight BBQ. I will say, seeing the stars and stripes plastered all over traditional Japanese architecture made me feel very weird, but if that wasn't bad enough, I present to you brisket on sushi. I can't stop looking at the brisket. Look at it just sitting there. It's horrible. It looks terrible. At the same time, though, there was no culinary suffering greater than Cinco de Mayo. We could live through this. The day actually went pretty swimmingly too, with us mastering the Kiwi Kosho special, getting a bronze medal from Kenji, and receiving a sticker for our 5th blue ribbon from JoJo. To keep the good momentum going, I resolved to go for the Christmas in July sticker, with 3 trees placed in my lobby and a couple more questionable menu additions. Is that edible? What the? Oh my god. We got the sticker, but not without a bit of a struggle from the emulator lag. You caused my egg to drop. When life drops your eggs makes... I can't wait to just marinate on that little piece of wisdom. With our first medal earned in Rico's Chili Works, we had unlocked a new sticker achievement to serve Boomer while wearing a stunt helmet and cape. The last time I did this, it was the start of my villain arc, and I became a sidekick for the renowned criminal, the Dynamo. But Mo isn't in Sushiria, so new game, new me. I got the sticker from Boomer and started the day off strong with a 99. The sauce was still a never-ending issue for me. But of course, we were still getting decent scores and even got ourselves the crunchy crab special from Rudy. The next day, we added the barbecue rub to the menu, which was mercifully the last of the Starlight BBQ toppings, and this time, Boomer gave us a perfect score. And then Yui, Lisa, and Marty. As I sliced up Wally's sushi and prepared his blueberry lychee boba, I thought to myself, could this be it? The 100% day? But Wally, one of my favorite Papa's characters who I actually sent an invitation to specifically to cheer me up, gave me a 99 build score. You're kidding. Wally betrayed me? In the wake of such a devastating betrayal, I got my anger out with some soda shot, reaching the Bronze Star medal, and also getting a chai reverb bubblegum machine, which I'm not really sure what that is. But seeing as we'd ultimately need to collect 10 different bubblegum machines for a sticker achievement, I graciously accepted it and then went broke buying every single bubblegum machine in the shop. With all the bubblegum machines I'd bought, we were now at a total of 8, with only 2 left to get for the bubblegum bonanza sticker. I thought I was on a shopping spree, but then I saw that Papa had added Wagyu beef to the menu. Like, oh my gosh, man, what is your budget? We were completely broke like a month ago. Unfortunately, there were no more bubblegum machines to buy from the shop, but I did get a large table, earning the one-stop shopping sticker. And look, I know I've been harping on this sauce thing for a while now, but it seriously must be an internal issue with the game's code. For my first roll of day 44, I did the most perfect sauce I've ever done in my life. I mean, look at it! And Scooter had the gall to give me a 99. And yet somehow, the wasabi sauce on Olivia's, which looked far worse, was perfect. As usual, my brain sought an escape from this pain, and it brought me back to the idea of the Rico's Chili Works sticker we were working on like weeks ago. After clicking on a bunch more red pipes, I moved on to the preparations for our next holiday, Bavariafest. We'd never seen this one before either, so excitedly, I redesigned the lobby as well as Benny and I's outfits to match the light blue theme. Using these funny little squares of soft pretzel, I was able to earn the next special from Shannon, smothered beef. Sounds delightful. Following this day full of pretzel sushi, I was promoted to Braitzen Baker and then took on Papa's Raceway. Maybe you can tell by my incessant beeping, but I was not having a good time. Seeing as how the sauce drizzling and mini-games were going, really all I had left was the satisfaction of collecting more funky ingredients. We got Rautenflagge soy paper, Märzen mustard, bratwurst, sauerkraut. Overall, a lot of really good sushi ingredients that I love to eat on sushi. As much as I tried, I couldn't couldn't deny the reality of my miserable situation. I was putting bratwurst and sauerkraut on sushi. But that evening, I spotted a new sticker achievement that lifted my spirits. One which required that I add all things tempura to Tim's order. I was so happy. No, I was thrilled to be using some real sushi ingredients, except that I totally forgot to do it when Tim came in. It wasn't the biggest deal though, and after finally clicking the 20 red pipes for Rico's Chili Works, I sent Tim an invitation to make his tempura roll. Mercifully, the Papa Gods delivered us from Bavariafest, and we welcomed the new holiday, Maple Mornings. And oh my goodness, look at this hat that I purchased. It's genuinely just a jug of maple syrup. It's so incredible. To usher in this new era, we added tamago egg to the menu, and I also spotted a chicken outside, which was kind of neat. Excuse me, sir? With our tips from the day, I was able to purchase 12 large blossom tables, which I arranged in my lobby to get another sticker. And as I opened the restaurant the next morning, I saw 2 chickens wandering around. It's really not that important, I know, but for some reason I was so fascinated by their existence. That day, I served up a roll to Bruna Romano, getting her to Silver Star customer status, and also served Brody, who had our next golden envelope, inside of which was the Rolly Mackerel Special. Honestly, at this point I'd regained a lot of the sanity I'd lost in Bavariafest and all the other wonderful holidays we suffered through, and I was starting to feel like trying again for the 100% day. After cashing in my paycheck the next day, we added hash brown and English breakfast tea to the menu and then got to work. I doubled down and locked in, ready to get our perfect service day, and oh my, that is the ugliest sauce I've ever done. But somehow, it turned out to be 100% perfect. And this sauce for Hank totally botched it, but it too was perfect. Genuinely, I have made the ugliest sushi rolls of my life. The sauce doesn't even look good. And people are like, yeah, this is perfect. What's happening? Just look at this sauce. 0 shot, that's an 100. What? Cecilia! Why was I trying this whole time? Did you see that? I literally forgot how to do the sauce. I'm like... Is this real life? Is this divine intervention from Papa himself? I'm not kidding. I was genuinely starting to think it was, because this duck sauce, also objectively not good. But for Kayla, are you kidding? Oh, no. That means these are all burnt. Oh, no. Oh, God. This would have been a perfect day. I literally thought I fumbled that so bad. And now these are overcooked. I tried to save it, but unfortunately, Papa's blessing had come to an end with a swift 99 build score from Tim. We ended the day with our 10th Silver Star customer, but truly, this was the closest I'd come to a perfect day. And by Papa, I didn't deserve it. But that was like close, I feel. It gave me hope. I was like suffering, and now I have hope. A little bit. And I'm a breakfast buddy now. What does that have to do with sushi? Having achieved silver medal status in Mitch's mess, I freshened up the lobby a little and then added cinnamon sugar to the menu to use as a sushi topping. That day, I took all the knowledge I'd gained from our brush with perfection and practiced different saucing methods. It seemed like the best plan was to prioritize covering the whole roll end to end and go for wide sweeping motions. I tested it out and it seemed to work like a charm. After retiring the army of tables, I spent all of day 58 refining this method, and I was more confident than I'd ever been that I'd cracked the secret of the sauce drizzle. With every part of the sushi rolling process on lock, it was just a matter of putting it all together. The perfect day was coming soon. I could feel it. I observed a friendly conversation between Koi Lee and this chicken and did a little more practice, even getting the tempura teriyaki special. To ease my nerves, I also went on a bit of a shopping spree and purchased a bunch of Halloween decorations and clothing. This year, I decided to go as some kind of creepy astronaut thing, and Benny dressed up as like a biker/traffic cone. But with that, it was go time. Our first customer was Willow, who ordered the new shiso rice and uni, which I absolutely nailed. Cooper's ginger shrimp was not looking so hot. I really thought I'd screwed that one up, but it turned out to be perfect, and the same happened with Joy's order. You could say I'm just getting lucky, but I'd like to think that after 60 days on the job, I've developed some type of intuitive sense for good sauce. I was getting into the groove of things, making sushi roll after sushi roll, and they don't look pretty, I'll admit, but somehow they're perfect. With an 100 from Franco, everything came down to Dino, who'd ordered a relatively simple sushi roll, ironically with no sauce at all, and following an impeccable execution sprinkling some sesame seeds and pouring his blueberry bubble tea, I sliced up the roll and sent it out. Our fate was now in Dino's hands. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, my brother is calling me. Hello? I just got an 100% in Papa's Sushiria! After spending months studying the art of cooking rice, placing ingredients, and most importantly, drizzling the sauce. Pretty much none of it came in handy. You saw those rolls and the scores. They do not match up, but you know what? I'm still calling it a win. With our perfect service day now achieved, I felt such an overwhelming sense of ease at not needing to care about scores anymore. Even the tarantula soy paper and squid sauce couldn't bring me down. That day, I made the greenest sushi roll I'd ever seen for Chester and even fully mastered the ginger shrimp special thanks to Janana. But I took a moment to take stock of our progress, and as it stood, we were just over halfway done collecting the stickers with over 40 left to go. I focused next on the dance party sticker, which entailed getting 3 customers to dance at the same time. I already owned 1 jukebox, so I bought 2 more at $450 a piece and placed them next to the counter to hopefully get some waiting customers boogieing. Having introduced Tori Guy, a Japanese cockle that looks absolutely wild, I was ready to get the day started. Fitz and Willow were the first people to start dancing as I prepared their sushi rolls, meaning we only needed 1 more person. And soon enough, Olga moseyed on in and joined the fun. The stickers continued to roll in, too, as I served our 20th customer in a Halloween costume. I spent that evening buying a disgusting amount of Eat Your Veggies posters. Partly because it's good advice, I've said it before, that's literally my Animal Crossing passport message, but mostly for the sticker. We got the last of the Halloween toppings the next morning, and as a general note, it really seemed like the menu items were steering back into the realm of Japanese cuisine. I dare say, I think our nacho cheese and bratwurst days are far behind us. Thank goodness. At the end of the day, I earned the silver medal in Home Run Derby and got an entire cannon for my efforts. I'll say, it's a good thing I got this after we got the perfect service day. At this point, a lot of the stickers we needed to get involved serving certain customers a specific special or ingredients. To start, I sent Sasha an invitation so that I could add shiso rice and miso sauce to her roll. I also got a real kick out of Emlet. Oh. This woman is named after an egg, ordered an egg, and is also dressed up as an egg. I could only hope to be that cool one day. With a Roly Mackerel served up to Bruna for the Roly Romano sticker and Whiff's order ready to serve the moment he showed up, we had earned enough points to be promoted to an octopus wrangler. Here's a question. Why am I, like, wrangling so many things, you know? Like, why can't I just keep my hands to myself? Following such a successful day, it was now time to prepare for Thanksgiving. I chucked my maple jug hat back on and first thing, served Iggy some unagi for the Iggy Unagi sticker. But it wouldn't be a Thanksgiving sushi roll without some roasted turkey and gravy drizzled on top. Mercifully, some of the customers were still ordering regular sushi rolls like Olivia. Not only did we get her to gold star customer status, but we also got the sticker for mastering 5 specials. And it just kept going too, with the arrival of Pinch Hitwell, and upon serving him while wearing baseball attire, we'd earned the team player sticker. Having 5-starred the Caterpillar roll, I decided to change the special back to the Philly roll to take advantage of the +2 ticket bonus. This would speed up the process of mastering the minigames considerably, and while we racked up some tickets, I also needed to have Quinn's order ready right when she got there for the hot and ready sticker. First thing when the restaurant opened, I tossed her brown rice in the rice cooker and then listened to it ring for the entire day until it was absolutely burnt to a crisp. As the end of the day neared, I finished it up and seconds after officially taking her order, sent it out. She was not very happy about the quality, but I mean, you can't deny the speedy service. Using all the tickets I'd earned from the Philly roll, we played 7 whole rounds of Hallway Hunt, and boy did I need them. At the end of it all though, we actually reached the silver medal and got a Jolly Roger flag. To prepare for the next day, I checked out our pending stickers and sent an invite to Professor Fitz so I could add furikake and wasabi mayo to his order. While I did so though, I realized that the ground was covered in snow, meaning Christmas had arrived. In anticipation, I slapped on my Santa fit and decked out the lobby with festive trees and poinsettias, but also my pirate flag and an electric guitar because I'm cool Santa. This is boring normal Santa. This is cool Santa. Normal Santa ordered the new Thai sashimi and furikake, very welcome additions after weeks of turkey and gravy rolls. But the next day, it was back to the holiday nonsense with soy paper made out of elves and cranberry sauce. I'm gonna hold my comment. However, the game threw a massive curveball at me when I saw Professor Fitz show up holding a golden envelope. I needed to add the extra ingredients for the Go Green sticker, but I also needed the special and an ultimate quest to collect all 40. I weighed my options and decided to bite the bullet and add the extra ingredients, getting myself the sticker but not the special. Honestly, so unreasonably devastating. I did end off the day with a perfect score from JoJo, which felt nice, but I also kept hitting foul balls in home run derby because I kept getting distracted by everyone's glitching hands. I also don't know what's up with this. Just to confirm, is that just pine needles in the sushi? I'm losing my mind. Very delicious, I'm sure. I played 7 rounds of Papa's Raceway, zipping my way to a silver medal, and did the same in freeze putt, being rewarded with an anchovy gumball machine. A little bit gross, I will admit, but it also happened to be the final machine we needed to get the bubblegum bonanza sticker. The next day started with the addition of ponzu sauce, which was actually the last of the sauces and shakers. But there wasn't much time to celebrate because at this point, it was all about finishing the minigames for me, and unfortunately, today's was Hallway Hunt. I know this is a serious statement, but I think this game might be Blender Ball levels of bad. Sometimes the eyes overlap with each other, and it's literally impossible to follow the correct character. I'm not even entirely convinced it's fair, but I guess Foodini felt pretty bad about his horribly designed games because he turned up the following morning. This actually worked out perfectly too, because I needed to serve him a Philly roll for a sticker, so it's unfortunate that I didn't do that. Regardless, I got the Nagi Hamachi special from Tony, ranked up from an asparagus fan to a ponzu professional, and finally reached my first minigame gold medal in Mitch's Mess. That's 1 down, 6 to go. But with the new year fast approaching, I changed into something far more multicolored to match the new lobby design. It's a lot for the eyes. Still though, our newest customer Xandra fit right in and ordered the black rice, the last of the standard rice and papers. We were very steadily filling out our ingredient offerings in the Sushiria and collecting the associated stickers as well. Also, look at this sad little snowman. Why is it so lumpy? I feel so bad. For the second day in a row, I reached a minigame gold star medal, this time finishing home run derby before adding rainbow soy paper and Flavor X sauce. Our streak of gold minigame medals continued with Rico's Chili Works, but unfortunately 16 tickets for Papa's Raceway wasn't enough to get the job done. We continued to add fun multicolored ingredients and ultimately unlocked all of the New Year's toppings as well as the standard placeables and toppings. But we got back in it quickly, earning the gold medal in Soda Shot. Having made some excellent progress on the minigames, I shifted my focus on getting the 15 gold customer awards needed for the restaurant regulars sticker. Over the next couple days, I strategically invited customers closest to reaching gold status in the hopes of reaching this number fast. Pretty quickly, I was able to add Bruno Romano and Hugo to that list, becoming a sugar plumber. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, I redecorated the lobby and got dressed up for the occasion, receiving the stickers for serving all of Scarlet and the Shakers, as well as the Romano family quartet. By the time we'd returned to Papa's Raceway, I'd collected almost 30 tickets, which was more than enough to reach the gold medal. And as the days passed, I unlocked every single Valentine's Day topping, from strawberry slices to azuki sauce to hokigai and everything in between. I also unlocked the chocolate tea, which turned out to be our final tea flavor. And with the buttload of tickets I still had from Papa's Raceway, I reached the gold medal in freeze putt, leaving only one final minigame. And it was the worst of the bunch. But we were in the home stretch. I couldn't give up hope now. After numerous rounds of this terrible game, I was able to locate my beloved Cletus and officially master our 7th and final minigame. As the seasons changed and the snow melted away, we ushered in the spring by welcoming Peggy and serving her a good old Negi Hamachi special for the Peggy Hamachi sticker. And as we approached our 100th day in Papa's Sushiria, I've gotta say, I really started enjoying the mechanics of the game. Suddenly, the very things that caused me so much frustration, like the complexity of the orders and managing all the tasks, became really satisfying and fun. Never thought I'd call this game either of those things given the dark age of Cinco de Mayo, but here we are. That evening, I ascended to a rank 61 cotton candy fan, and with this promotion, we'd unlocked the last of the new holidays, Lucky Lucky Matsuri. With over $3,000 to my name, I went on a gigantic shopping spree, completing my outfit with these fun cat ears and decking out the lobby with an excessive amount of Daruma dolls to lifelessly stare at my customers while they wait. But as we began the Lucky Lucky Matsuri holiday, we were also entering the home stretch of our journey, 100%ing Papa's Sushiria, with only 9 stickers left to collect and 5 new customers to serve. We'd get most of these sticker achievements in due time, but our real challenge was going to be collecting all 40 specials. A pretty strong start though for reaching the sticker for the spring. What a good day. Look at all the lucky cats! We could totally steal one of those and then not be in debt to Papa. Oh, this new holiday brought a variety of really interesting ingredients, including kampyo and iokan, a kind of Japanese citrus. But we began to have some issues with wait times that day due to a certain someone. Stop. Stop. I'm working. Stop. Say goodbye. Bye, everyone. Despite the line that had built up due to my cat Clifford's antics, I was still able to bring Chuck to gold star status and was even bestowed with the title of Iokan Itamae. I looked this up, and apparently Itamae refers to a highly skilled sushi chef or head chef in a Japanese restaurant, so I'm basically better than Papa already. And to start off the next day, we gained fried calamari, the final topping for the Lucky Lucky Matsuri festival, and Lucky Dust, which is apparently the last of the standard fillings, even though that's definitely not a filling. Funny enough, Peggy also happened to bring in another special that day as well, the Crazy Crustacean. She's really trying hard to win back our favor after her betrayal in Papa's Scooperia. Okay, please, 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 please. Peggy! But shockingly, after 105 days of running this sushiria all on my own because I accidentally knocked over one decoration, we were met with a wonderful surprise. Wait, is tomorrow? Wait. Papa's return! Hey, hello, Papa! Whoa, it's huge! With Papa's Maneki Neko back, so too was the fortune of his restaurant. I mean, look at that freaking line. So the whole plot is 1, you break cat, 2, Papa buy new cat. Yep, that's what it's looking like. That's the whole thing. Papa! Hello! I gotta say hello to Papa every time. Papa Louie! Huckleberry Bubbles! Unlock all of the tea bubbles. Why does little Eduardo look so sad? Oh my gosh, welcome, Papa, welcome. Oh, what will he order? Oh, that's a lot. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay. I prepared Papa's fake crab dried gourd green onion sushi roll with the utmost care. And on his first visit to the sushiria, ever since abandoning me over 100 days ago, Benny and I served up sheer perfection. Serve all the customers and an 100 from Papa. I love you, Papa. Almost directly after this, we also added Kayla to the Gold Star Customer Club, bringing us to the 15 we needed. And the cherry on top of this wildly successful day was officially reaching rank 66, better than Papa. Truly one of our most successful days in this entire journey. The peak of a mountain that initially seemed impossible to ever climb. So it's too bad I literally didn't notice because I was rambling about Star Wars. I feel like my favorite parts of the Star Wars movies as a kid, I was like, oh my god, I love Zam Wessel. Does anybody know Zam Wessel? Who's that? Nobody knows. I love Sam Wessel. We're better than Papa! How did I not see that? I was so upset about not getting the sticker. We're better than Papa! Good job. Good job, team. Wait, I already got the sticker? What? Did I miss it? Am I dumb? Was I talking about Star Wars while I'm out here getting stickers? Okay, ready? I'm gonna stage this for the video. Nobody say anything. Ready? Earn 15 gold customer awards! We did it! Never happened. 7 more special recipes to get and a hidden achievement. So I say we start making garbage rolls. Following another massive shopping spree, I geared up for our second Cherry Blossom Festival by filling the lobby with a lot of Sakura bonsai. Like, a lot of them. Oh, that thing is huge. I didn't even see that it was actually there because there were so many people. Little Eduardo is so sad. As it stood, we were essentially just waiting on the remaining specials, so I decided to have some fun and asked my chat for ideas of sushi to make. And very quickly, a wonderful proposition was brought to my attention. The Everything Sushi roll. It is gonna be the best sushi roll of my dang career. Every ingredient. Asparagus. Eel. If I can roll this with all the ingredients on it, I am the true sushi master. Okay? The carrot. Oh no. Oh no. I can't wait to see the cross-section of this baby. Yeah, it turns out when you put over 20 fillings in a single piece of nori, the pieces of beef and calamari and such just fuse into a pile. Oh. With the fillings done, it was now time to put all the placeables on. This included all the toppings, followed by every single one of the shakeables and sauces. With the sheer mass and volume of food compressed into this one small cylinder, it was like my Everything Sushi roll was fighting to remain in our very reality. Oh my gosh, the hoisin is quaking. It wants to be freed from this dimension. Oh no. I was half expecting a black hole to emerge, but after copious amounts of sauce, I sliced it up, revealing a truly awful cross-section. Okay, let's see what they think. Honestly, not that bad. That's a lot better than I thought it would be. Thank you, Johnny. But all the time I'd taken to make the Everything Sushi roll had created a gigantic line in the lobby. So it was time to start optimizing my process, which essentially comes down to barely cooked rice and the bare minimum of fillings. Okay, looking good, looking good. Boom, boom. Boom. Oh, it's empty. It's cavernous in there. Still holds its shape. That's true. I'm an architect. You can take the fillings out of the sushi, but you can't take the sushi out of me. Everyone's so angry at me. I hate when they're so angry at me. I'm trying my best. Oh my god. Suffice to say, my customers were not very pleased with me, and I ended off the day with a 32% service quality. AI summary. Viewers are reacting to a poorly made sushi roll and Charlie's commentary on it, calling the creation a monstrosity and comparing it to an abomination. Oh my god, I'm Frankenstein. My next audience request was to make an all-seafood roll, and the unlucky winner of this awful prize was Olivia. I filled this roll with anything that once lived in water. And then we'll put little eggs. It's like the circle of life, but the circle is a sushi roll of life. Because the eggs are where it comes from, and the inside is what it becomes. And on top, we're gonna put yum yum. Because life is yummy. Did not think that sentence through. No special? You know no special mean no sushi good. With Kingsley's order, I decided to heed another request, which was to slice the sushi the thinnest I possibly could. This is the thinnest it goes. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh! Oh no! That is so unfortunate. Oh no, no. Everything Sushi Roll also holds a place in my heart, but Long Sushi Roll shocked me. Everybody? Special. We're back in business. Having granted him with a correctly made sushi roll, Hank gave us the spicy squid special. But with that boring stuff out of the way, it was right back to the cursed rolls. It's not even on the plate. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It's like... Long Sushi has glitched my game. Okay, I can't even click the buttons anymore. I was honestly starting to think all these terrible orders were causing the game to reject itself, given how bad the lag was becoming. Kingsley went... But despite the destructive consequences of my sushi sins, I continued taking audience requests, making an all-white sushi, one that resembled a cow, and also one that just looked kinda moldy. But then Papa showed up, and I could not afford to have our shenanigans found out, at least not before I achieved 100%. So I made his sushi roll perfectly, and as soon as he stepped out the door, we got right back to it. The rolls were getting extremely creative too. Like, someone asked me to make a roll where each piece would have a different filling, so I carefully stacked various ingredients to see what would happen. Oh no. Oh. No. What? No. Whoa, that was a wild ride. Our first test didn't go as we'd imagined, so we tried again with smaller fillings. See, what is that? Oh. It's working! Connor did not seem to appreciate it like we did, but as the saying goes, no special mean no sushi good. Early the next morning, though, Kayla heeded these words of advice and arrived at the restaurant with a golden envelope in hand, inside of which was the tuna tempura special. And this just so happened to unlock our only other sticker achievement remaining. Serve a tuna tempura special to Kahuna. Tuna to Kahuna. It rhymes, I get it. As we waited for Kahuna to arrive, I was asked to make a sushi roll using only my left hand, and it started out okay, but quickly went downhill. I'm just gonna put the sauce on. I'm gonna try to go this way. That never happened. That never happened. Oh my god, just get it out of here. Get it out of my face. I was trying. I was actually trying. But finally, the man of the hour showed up for a dine-in order. And in serving him the tuna tempura, our quest to achieve 100% in Papa's Sushiria was now down to a single sticker achievement, to collect the 5 remaining specials. Now, for those who don't know, specials arrive every 3 days, which means that most of the time, we just needed to make it through the work shift. On the morning of day 113, I made the important revelation that I could make a bunch of random sushi rolls before customers even started arriving, which was very helpful. Okay, Hacky Zach. Hacky Zach. Having earned the takomaki, as well as an impressively terrible 27% service quality score, we continued on making awful orders. On day 117, Marty showed up with the searing salmon special, but I noticed that my terrible service was starting to leave its mark. Everybody on this bridge looks so sad. Mitch looks sad. Everybody looks sad. Am I poisoning the community? I think I am. They haven't eaten for days. Go make their own food. Why is that my job? All I did was break a cat. I didn't even want this job. 3 days later, Gremmy showed up and gifted us the cool calamari special. We were absolutely trucking, and at this point, my only concern was that we might have to go through Cinco de Mayo again. We could not return to that place. Stone seemingly understood this and brought in the veggie roll special. And I mean, all was well and good until Benny notified me that my arch nemesis was dining in. It's Ninjoy. Do we poison it? Methinks we poison it. Oh, that's good. Look at that. That's bad. Well, it's good, but it's bad. To make this sushi roll as fatal as possible, I went hard with several servings of jalapenos as well as some octopus. I feel like the suckers would do a lot of damage. We then topped the roll with the shakeables I deemed most dangerous. These look especially chokeable. I'm not even convinced this is an edible thing. I finished this abomination with many helpings of sriracha and wasabi sauce to make it as spicy as possible, and so we had arrived at the most lethal sushi roll ever conceived. Here you go, Ninjoy. Got her. Gotcha. Soon after this, though, I received some very troubling news. Joy is related to Papa? Wait, really? Oh, that's no good. Wait, since when? She says niece? Why did nobody tell me that? Since when? Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's no good. That's not the kind of people we want to be holding grudges with. And that's actually terrifying news. This whole time, I'm like making nice rolls for Papa under the guise of like, we don't want him to know. Turns out the one I've been making the worst rolls for and cookies and everything is related. It's just a niece. It's just a niece. What do I tell my uncle? Not much. It was only a matter of time before the news would travel from Ninjoy to her uncle, aka my boss, that I was doing nefarious and possibly illegal things in his restaurant. And I could not be fired until I reached 100%. So it was truly a miracle when I saw Steven walk in holding something beautiful in his hand. Special. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. The last special. I made Steven sushi to his exact specifications, and just like that, 140 special recipes. We've done it. Oh my gosh. Rank 69. Better than Papa. And just like that, we had completed 100% of Papa's Sushiria. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It really means a bunch. And again, thank you to Wholeskern for sponsoring this video. Make sure to click the link below and check out their biggest sale of the year. They've got a lot of cool stuff. And if you want to see me 100% more Papa's games, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know which one you'd like to see next. That is all I have for today, but I will see you guys next time. Bye!